What's up, guys? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro. Today we have Amari Cooper from the Raiders going against Xavier Howard of the Dolphins. Literally only 2 plays, so we're gonna go over 2 plays. The goal for this video is just to show you the stuff that I teach, the techniques and information. I want you to always be able to apply it in a game-like situation. So the techniques that I teach from press man and how to read the drop step of the quarterback and weave and all that good stuff. I want you to be able to apply that and put that in your arsenal when it comes to your game, right? All right, and guarding guys, whether it be zone, man, all that good stuff, okay? So that's the goal for today. Make sure you guys email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com and ask for the one-on-ones mastery. That's my main thing that I want in everyone's hands who plays cornerback in the whole entire world, and I'll include everything else in there, which the mind and body training program is probably the most important thing because you learn like mental stuff and football IQ and then how to train your body and stuff like that. But the one-on-one mastery, I always push that because everybody should know that. All right, everybody should have the techniques and stuff. All right, and I'm gonna show you that in the second clip. The first clip, let's say that hypothetically speaking, let's say we're in man. I want to show you something. Cars under center, right? I talked to you guys about the importance of reading the 3-step. To me, it's a lot easier to read it under center, right? But it's something that you got to practice. You got to practice this over and over again. So I'm going to show you. And I was telling one of my guys, actually I tell all my guys, man, you can have your girlfriend literally do this. Your girlfriend can act like she's under center and take 3 steps back, and then you can act like you see it, then you snap your eyes back to the receiver and you break, right? You can practice this, but you got to see it over and over again. It takes repetition. So let's watch it. I want you to watch Derek Carr's drop step first. Let's count it. We're going to watch that over and over. 1, 2, 3. Now, and I'm going to show you, let's say we're in 3 later on, but let's say we're in man right now. Okay? So, we got our receiver. If you notice, NFL guys, and look, we struggle, like NFL players struggle with discipline with the eyes too, but for the most part, we know what we're supposed to do. So you'll always, when I do these NFL videos, you always see in man or anything, we're always reading the quarterback first. That's our goal. Sometimes, we're not disciplined as well. But in high school, notice that you guys are always looking at him the whole time. And it's like, I understand why coaches do it because they don't have enough time to teach you or they just don't know. But I'm just telling you, this is how it's supposed to be. We read the quarterback drop. And then in man, our eyes snap back to the receiver. Let's do it one more time. Let's read it. Let's count the steps. 1, 2, 3. Ball out. That is the quick game, fellas. That is the quick game. So now let's watch what Howard does. Do we take our read steps? At least 2 read steps. We should be coming out of our break. Eyes snapping back to the receiver so we can go make that play. Let's see what he does. No, he doesn't. All right, so here's the thing. His eyes are inside, so he knows what he's supposed to do, but he doesn't do it. So let's see. So what happens is his eyes are inside. At the snap of the ball, he doesn't read the quarterback drop. He immediately just snaps his eyes back to the receiver without reading his drop. And what that causes a lack of confidence or shortness. Like, wait a minute, is this a quick game or is it like that? Like, is it a double move or like you just gotta read it? You gotta read it first. We gotta practice this. We gotta read it and then believe it. Our eyes will protect us from a double move. Okay, as long as your eyes snap back. Now watch it again. So look at this. At a snap, he immediately looks back, and then at the very end, you're gonna see something which affects our tackle. After he makes, all right, so let's say he snaps his eyes early to him, he's going to look back at the quarterback instead of keeping his eyes glued on the receiver. So watch this. When he come on the break, he look back at the quarterback, that slows us up. So in man coverage, we have to. Extremely important. No, our eyes have to be in the right place at the right time, basically. So what should we do in our man coverage? We're playing off, right? 1st and 10. All right, so check this out. Our eyes should be in here. We should see this 3-step. When we see this 3-step, I used to count it in my head. We say 1, 2, 3. I snap back to the receiver. Then you're driving towards the receiver. Eyes glued on him. Eyes do not go back to the quarterback until you get to the receiver. This could be a pick or a breakup for us. And this is something we got to practice over and over and over again. And even if you're not there, if we're coming out of break, if we're not able to make a play on the ball, we're there meeting him on that tackle. Bam! It's only a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. All right? But now let's see how far. Let's see what he does get. So now he gets a couple more yards, and that hurts us. And then we look bad on film. So make sure. Another thing. We have to make sure that no one gets outside of it. So we got to make that tackle basically. Fight. Look, guys, fight to get the outside thigh board when we wrap up. Your angle at cornerback, you very rarely want to be coming this way. So we need to get to the outside thigh board. I'm not saying be weird about it and then come around here and do that. I'm just saying make sure you force him to cut it in, because this guy, it's easier for him to declare. When he's coming down, he doesn't want to have to say, oh, is he going to beat him outside, so I got to take this angle? Like I said, my boy Mike Mitchell at Ohio used to cuss the other cornerbacks out because he was like, man, he's a big hitter. Just declare so I can just come in here like a juggernaut and just rock him, yo. That's what he used to want. He wants you to declare. He wants to trust you that you're going to protect the outside and make the tackle come outside in. And I'm just going to come out here with like a bat out of hell and rock this dude, right? But when we're like unsure, he's like, like that. So it's very uncomfortable for our safety. We want to make life easier for our safeties. They got to do enough back there, you know, by protecting us and thinking and calling stuff out. All right. All right. So this is the next clip. Now I think it's a breakup. I don't know if Amari Cooper just dropped it, but I do want to show you this. We're going to talk about press man. So first we're just talking about reading the drop step. The quarterback drop step. Under center is a lot easier. 1, 2, 3. I snap back to receive. Now, when it comes to our press man, if you remember anything, now I got videos where we go in depth in this stuff, man. Literally got a whole program for y'all to learn all the techniques. If you don't remember anything else, the worst thing that you could possibly do, well, I'm not gonna say the worst thing, but a really bad thing that you can do is immediately cross over in your press. There should be never, even in a speed release situation, you could get like one shuffle. It doesn't matter who they are. You can get one shuffle in, fellas. All right. I want to show you something. Now, Howard's athleticism, you know, like we don't want to rely on athleticism, but his athleticism is the reason why he was able to still be there. And that's you guys, you need technique and to be an athlete to make it to the pros. I will say that. So let's watch it. We're up at the top, and there's a better angle too. So we're gonna see the replay. So I don't know if he dropped the ball or it was a breakup. We're gonna be able to see it, but just make sure you always you want to stay square as long as possible. At least 1 to 2 shuffles in laterally. So watch this. You see this immediately crossover, and the thing is, he may have wrapped him up before the ball got there, but they didn't call it, which is okay. Hey, shoot, I'll take it. They didn't call it, I'll take it. But look, this is that route, that slant. And if he really sells it, he could really have gotten us right here. But fortunately, like I said, Howard's athleticism, he's able to turn his hips pretty fast. We want to stay square right here so we can make a better play. So watch us cross over way too early, like immediately. Crossover. So maybe that was a breakup. Great job on the breakup. But do you see what I'm saying? If Amari Cooper does just a tad bit better on this route, we cross over immediately. You see it? So we got to make sure, and there's drills that we can rep on this, guys. There are drills that we can rep on this. But I want to make you aware. You don't want to immediately cross over in your press man. It's very important that you practice this because, look, there are going to be times where, and this is the thing, just because we're with the guy doesn't mean it's excellent technique on our our side. All right. And the thing about that is when you go against somebody who's on their game that day, because everybody has an off day, right? A rough day in the office. But you go against somebody whose game is really tight, that's what happens. And that's what happened to me in college uh, at the championship game. I thought I was balling. Literally, I was just inside kick step technique and then open the gate and just run with everybody. And then I got to we playing Central Michigan, and man, they were just doing me in. And I'm like, what is going on? I thought I was better than I was. Basically, that's what happened. Now I didn't have the techniques and tools in my belt. I didn't understand why I was getting beat. I want you guys to be able, if you get beat or when you get beat, you know this is why I got beat right here. I know it. My coach didn't even have to tell me. I know it. That's my goal for all of y'all. So don't cross over immediately in our press. Okay? We need to get at least 1 to 2 shuffles in, fellas. It's extremely important. It's eyes, feet, hands. Know a technique before the play. So when they line up, you know what you're going to do already. You've assessed it in that quick, short amount of time. You pick the technique, and now you're going to stay true to your technique, meaning, hey, look, I'm going to stay lateral. I'm going to stay as square as possible. I'm going to get my 1 to 2 shuffles in, and I'm going to firmly strike in my press man. Okay? Sure, one more time. See how he crossed over? Got to be careful. I will say this. He must have some fluid hips. So I will say, work on your athleticism and you young guys, and have some nice hips just in case you do stray away from your technique. But that was a good job getting back turned over, man. I will say that was elite, because anybody else would have had that head whip out of that, or maybe Amari didn't sell it enough, right? But it still could have been a catch. Still could have been a catch for a first down, right? So my goal is to put you guys in the best position to make yourself the best. The goal should be the best that ever lives. Remember that. I want to be, no, forget I want to be, because that's in the future. We need to live it now. I am the best that ever lived. And every single day you got to prove it. You got to work towards it every single day. Work as the best. What would the best ever do? You got 24 hours in a day. He will put a majority of his time beating on the craft, working on the craft. All right? All right, fellas. Make sure you go to description box, click the link. You got a lot of options, man. Go profootball.org. Sign up. It's only $1 to sign up. For a trial period, that's nothing. And then go cornerbackpro@gmail.com if you have any questions. And definitely every single cornerback in the whole wide world needs the one-on-ones mastery program, because everybody who gets it and actually applying it is getting better. I got testimonials I'm probably going to post in the next video. All right, fellas, let's get better today. Peace.